Hello gold farmers, welcome to another Going Nuts farming video. Today we'll be taking a look at a pretty decent transmog farming location. I actually really like this one just because it's fairly unique. I've not seen anybody go over it before, and it's not really just overrated or anything, and it's not really underrated. It's just kind of one of those transmog farms that you can just kind of relax and enjoy. I know that it's not necessarily the best transmog farm, and it's not like one of Stun's transmog farms where you can get about 100k an hour. It's just kind of a pretty small transmog farming location, I suppose. A lot of the transmog items that you'll actually be able to get here should sell for around 2k each. You get a lot of the rain collar stuff. You can get some of the Pathfinder transmog set pieces. I believe you might be able to get some saltstone. I could be wrong on that, but I do believe that you might be able to get those. It's kind of an alternative farm for the Nagas over here inside of this little reservoir right there. So you'll just kind of get a lot of those kind of transmog items and a lot of what you can get from Stone Talon Mountains as well. I'm only solo farming this, so the prices will be a lot lower and all of that per hour. Right now I'm looking at roughly 30 to 50 or 30 to 40k per hour, which really isn't bad. The transmog items that I am farming are ones that I can usually sell. I have a lot of luck selling the ring collar items. I don't know why, but I guess on my server not many people really sell those, or I guess farm locations that drop those pieces. So anytime I get one, I am always pretty stoked about it. Not only is this good for transmog, but I've also picked up a really good amount of silk cloth here. I've only been here for a little over a half hour, and I've already got over a stack of silk cloth and a little bit of wool cloth. Not necessarily a ton of it, but a fairly small amount. For those who had watched my shuffle on how you can make more gold off of raw materials, then this is a good example of one of the farming locations that you could use that shuffle for. If you haven't yet seen it, I will leave a link in the description below. It's a fairly good way to make a little bit of extra gold on any kind of transmog farming location similar to this one. To get to this location, you'll want to head to Desolace, and it is up here in the Thunder Axe Fortress. If you are farming on a rogue, or you happen to know where the chest spawns are here, you can actually pick up some of these chests and get a little bit more gold. Not necessarily a whole lot, but a pretty small amount. I believe there are 5 known chests that spawn here. I do believe there are more that have a chance of spawning here, but there are about 5 of them that are actually marked on the map, so you should kind of pay a little bit of attention to other chests that may spawn. You may not see them, but you can kind of get a general idea of where the chests should start to spawn if you pick up a lot of the other ones. Some of the items I've already gotten here consist of the Restlent Boots, the Headhunter Woolies, and the Hulking Chest Guard, which the Hulking Chest Guard I was actually pretty surprised about getting. It doesn't look too bad. It's selling for about 13k, so you can get some pretty decent high-end transmog items to drop here. I don't know all of them that can drop here, but I do know that you can get some. I believe the Century Surcoat is another one that sells for a lot, and that is also another one that drops here. So you could just kind of get lucky. One thing I have noticed about Transmog locations are a lot of them really kind of differ from person to person, and yeah, that is kind of the definition of RNG, but what I mean usually is there are some locations that I can farm that nobody has any luck with, but every time I farm that exact same location, I always have luck. But other people that farm it with me, or maybe even tell me about their experience with farming it, they don't really have any luck with it at all. So this could very well be your spot if you seem to have terrible RNG. For me, this isn't a terrible spot. It's not great, but it isn't terrible for me either. So there are some people out there where this location might be able to do really well. I do believe that is all for this guide. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.